with Guided by Love, here for you live. And hello, good day. Just going to try to pull this up on my other on my tablet so I can read what we got here. Getting a bad glare. All right, welcome. Welcome. Put your name in the chat so I can give you a shout out or, draw some cards for you. Welcome, welcome. We're having lots of snow in the Midwest. Big snowstorm. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to be pulling some cards, and I have a special little surprise, something that Spirit had me work on last night to pull for those joining for the live. And I'll probably use them on my channel too at some point, but put your name in the chat and let me give you a shout out. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm getting an echo, so I'm going to turn my volume down on my tablet. I have I was thinking with next year being the year of the horse, I need to get a horse deck. And I have one horse deck, and it's the unicorn deck. So I'm definitely going to be pulling a card from this deck for the year of the horse to see what we get. So if you've never been on a live before, you can put your name and a question that you want answered with the cards, and I will pull you a card for that question. Hi, Ricardo. Hi, Haley, is it? Hi, welcome, welcome. So I was just saying that I have one horse deck, and it's a unicorn deck, and I'm going to pull a card for the year of the horse for next year, because unicorns included, right? Hi there, Mary Ellen. Welcome. Nice to see you guys today. It's a great day to have this. I am in the middle of a snowstorm. I wish I could show you the snow. I actually took a walk out in it, and it was beautiful. If you get a chance, take a look at my love read, because I talk about it in there. But let me get a card. If you have a question, put it in the chat. I have the chat on my tablet. Oh, you had a snowstorm too? Is it Harley? You had a snowstorm too? Yeah, this is, I think we're supposed to get like 5 to 7 inches. I'm hoping it's not any more than that. But we were laughing, those of us in the area, we were laughing, and we were saying, oh yeah, we got to get our swimsuits on and go for a swim in the snow, I saw that actually online. Some guy was doing that. So, but if you have a question, put it in the chat, and make sure you hit that thumbs up under the 3 little dots up on top, because that helps grow this soul family. Thank you so much. And put a question in the chat, and I'll pull cards for you. This is a fun thing for me to do, to bring in my cards. I have, like, you should see, I have them all sitting next to me. and I really, ask intuitively, for the deck for you. But I'll get rolling. It's pretty warm here where I live. Oh, Mary Ellen, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. Where do you live? Thanks for hitting that thumbs up in the corner. Yeah, put a shout out where you live. Are you in the States? Are you in the southern states, or are you in another country? Wow. Well, let me start out. I'm going to, if if anything happens with the connection, I'll go off and come back on. So just be patient. Can I join your life? You want to join my live? Absolutely. Or my life. um, oh, you're in Alabama. Wow, Alabama's been having a lot of ice in the winter, I think, haven't they? Or no, it's not this winter, I guess. So, yeah, so put a question in the chat if you want a question answered. It could be something simple like just wanting a message from your angels. Um, Definitely put that in the chat and I will pull a card for you. Thanks everybody for being here. Mwah, I love you guys all so much. Make sure you hit the thumbs up in the corner because it really does help grow this soul family. So let me pick a deck, and I know I'm going to pick a deck here, and I'm going to see what the message is for everybody that's on right now. Oh, it's not that cold. Great. That's wonderful. I'm so envious. And my goal is to live part of the year in a warmer climate. So summers are beautiful here in Wisconsin, but the winters can get the it's yeah, they can get cold and snowy, but it's the driving too in the roadways that I'm not crazy about either. So I just make sure I don't drive on days like this. But okay, I have the Keepers of the Light deck, and I'm gonna pull a card for everybody that's in the chat right now. So let's see what you need to know. What Keeper of the Light is with you? Thanks for hitting that thumbs up in the corner. What is the message for everybody that's on right now? Oh, we have hope. This is beautiful. Love and acceptance. So love is yours. Recognize your divine worth and choose loving thoughts. Wow, that is so beautiful, you guys. So this is recognizing that you are truly love and light. And this is about recognizing your divine worth. You can use the affirmation, I am worthy of all good in my life. I am love and light. And choosing loving thoughts. That was part of, um, I think that was part of my love reading today too, but choosing loving thoughts, asking Archangel Haniel and Archangel Michael to help you with bringing in loving thoughts. Throughout the day, and they will help you with that. So, first message for those of you that have been in the chat, hope, 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 hope. So, thanks for hitting that thumbs up. I love it. If you have a question, put it in the chat and I will answer it for you. And I love, love, love doing these readings. So, where is Ricardo? Oh, good morning. I mean, good day to Kesert. I don't hope I say that right. Kesert Mingo. Oh, thank you so much, Kezer. Thank you so much. Are you still taking donations, super chat love? I will take donations today. But the donation links are below in the description. There's like a Venmo and a PayPal. I don't have super chat yet. So I'm growing the soul family, and when it's time, we'll get there. Yeah, yeah, you can use one of the other links if you'd like to donate today. That's great. I do all of this on my own, so that would be greatly appreciated. And do you have a question that you would like answered? Um, Mingo, I'm going to call you Mingo. I like that name. Do you have a question that you'd like answered? Put it in the chat, and I can answer that for you. Okay. Did you want a message from your angels? What did you want to ask? Just a message in general? Okay, looks like just a message in general. So I'm gonna go with I love this deck. I call it the superpower Archangel deck. It's the Archangel deck by Radley Valentine and I believe Doreen Virtue. So this is, a deck to, you know, I think it's got a lot of power, but definitely a beautiful deck. So let's see. I call it a soul family, Mary Ellen, because, not everyone is our blood. Not every family is a blood family. And, soul family is like someone who's familiar to you on a spiritual level, not necessarily, from a physical blood, family of yours, but a spiritual level. So I call it our soul family because a lot of you are light workers. A lot of you are on a spiritual journey as well. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, so Mingo, you got what's Erica's true thoughts, feelings for me? What does she truly want out of our connection? Okay, so I'm going to use a different deck. If you want a love message, let's see. I'm looking for my decks. Oh, here it is. I have them switched around than what I usually have them. So let me see. Okay, I am going to get a card this is from Divine Lovers Messages deck. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mingo. Yeah, thanks, Mary Ellen, for asking that question. I love it. I love being able to interact with you guys like this because I don't, get to do this on the channel. And you guys are such an important part of, you are the channel. And, whenever I say gratitude for this channel, it's like gratitude for all of you, soul family. But then also I say, thank you, Father God, for our YouTube channel. I don't consider this just mine. This is something that God, the higher power, encouraged me to do. So this is, I always say our, meaning yours and mine and God's, So, okay, so back to Mingo. What are Erica's true thoughts for me? I'm going to get that first. What are the true thoughts for Mingo? What are the true thoughts from Erica for Mingo? And we got one card coming out, and it says, without you in my life, I feel so lost. So if you're in separation right now, she's really, she really feels lost without you in her life, even though she may have not said that to you. And this card, the color, look at the colors. There's the blue for truth and the green for the heart. Oftentimes, our heart sees what our eyes do not. So, she is feeling that love for you, and she is feeling lost without you in her life. So let me see. What does she truly want out of the connection? Okay, what would Erica truly want? Yeah, aren't they beautiful colors? Oh my gosh, but I see the blue and the green as being significant. Truth, the throat chakra, the heart chakra. So what does Erica truly want out of our connection for Mingo? Oh, we got one coming out. I can feel your energy around me every day. So she is feeling you on a spiritual level. So she, your higher self is with her. And she's feeling that. She's feeling the spiritual connection of you and her. And it might frighten her a little bit. It may, she feels the love, and she knows, I believe with these colors again, she knows it's a spiritual connection. She knows it's a deeper connection than what she's had with anyone else. So I hope that helps. And thanks for the donation. Would anybody else like a message? It can be, if you want a message just from your angels, I can pull cards for that as well. It's just kind of a fun way to interact. And if you're out there watching, hit that thumbs up in the corner under the three dots. It really does help this soul family grow. So, any other, let's see, any other questions out there? Any other questions or any deck that you like that you'd like me to pull from? Yes, it did. Love. Thank you for the wonderful reading. Really, really appreciate it. Yes, thank you so much for being here. Stick around because I'm going to pull cards for the collective. In fact, Mingo, you're going to be my first one. I have a surprise. I said I had a surprise for everybody. So I want to pull one of these for everybody. So last night, Spirit had me put in my little bag. I have all these little penguins, and Spirit had me put messages on them. So let me pull one for you, Mingo. What does Mingo? I have a lot. Not as much as most people, but I would say, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 50, probably around 80, which is not that much, really. Okay, so what does Mingo need to know for themselves? What do you need to know, Mingo? Okay. Ooh. So your little message from this little spirit penguin is spiders. So Spirit had me write just a lot of different messages. So watch for spiders. Spiders are, I see them as like the weaving of fate. I see them as luck. And what's funny is no matter what you love, just looking at Mary Ellen loves penguins. No matter what time of year it is, yet some people don't like them, but they're very, they're very meaningful. But spiders represent luck. They represent the weaving of fate. And, I actually saw in the winter that we're experiencing now, I saw two live spiders on the ground in the snow. So, look for spiders as a sign of destiny, of luck, coming together, weaving of fate, the weaving of fate. So I hope that helped. And Mary Ellen, I'll pull one for you as well. Let's pull one for Mary Ellen. What is Mary Ellen's message for this day from Spirit? Okay, we got one. Aw, this little penguin message is be yourself because you are lovable, you are light, you are precious and have a gift to give to the world. Be yourself. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love it. Who else was on? Who else is here yet on the live? Remember to hit that thumbs up in the little, under the little three dots up in the corner. Who else is here under the live? Ricardo, are you here? Harley, are you here? I'll pick if you're still here, I'll pick oh, look at all those cute little penguins in the chat. That is so sweet. Aw, I love it. Love it, love it. If Harlan, if you're still here, I can pull a penguin for you and Harley, and who is the other one? Oh, Ricardo. Ricardo, if you're still here, put your name up there. Okay, so we got a couple penguins out there, some great messages for you guys. Mary Ellen, did you have a question that you wanted to ask? I can get a message for you from one of the decks. I always use my intuition to pick a deck for you. So, um, just kind of, did you want a message from your angels? That would be kind of fun. We'll use we can use the Archangel deck. That would be a good one, huh? Let's do that. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. Let's get a message from your angels and we'll see what they say. All right. I keep having this thing flash up. It says something about a sticker and then it says try it. I don't know what that is, but it says something about try it. A sticker. I don't know. Must be able to put a sticker in the chat. Okay, so, ooh, 77 on the thing. That is, manifestation. Lots of manifestation happening right now. Using your time to visualize what you want and visualize what you want, feel it, and, say an affirmation for you bringing that in. I always use a gratitude statement for bringing it in. So if you just got here, put your name and question in the chat, and I'll do it. I'll do a message for you. This is for Mary Ellen, and if you'd like to donate, I do have links in the description below. All right, so Mary Ellen, what does Mary Ellen need to know for today? What does she need to know for today? Ooh, Mary Ellen, this is so, wow. Archangel Jeremiah is with you, and it says new beginnings. Wow. And he's overseeing this. He says starting a new life, finding your purpose, and a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. Wow. So, and it shows a family walking like kind of out of the dark into the light, like him motioning, come toward me. And so this is, yeah, starting a new life, finding your purpose, and a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. Wow. Yeah, that is really neat. So call upon Archangel Jeremiah, and he will help you, guide you for this new life, this new beginning. Wow. And this is number 20. And I always see the twos as the universe helping and having your back. So don't be afraid to call on your angels. Yeah, this is gorgeous. So, yeah, if you just got here, put a message in the chat. Let me know you're here because I also have a special little card pull for everybody. Put your name in the chat and we'll get some messages for you. I also want to pull until I see somebody put a message in the chat. Hit that thumbs up in the corner, and I'm going to pull a card for the year of the horse and see what we get. Wouldn't that be nice? So let's see. Let's see what we get from the year of the horse. Okay. Let's see what we get. What do we need to know, Spirit? What's the message for the year of the horse? What's the message for the year of the horse? Oh, and we have Not a Deer Harmony. Wow. So this deck, it's a number 10, which says new beginnings and leadership. And this is a huge stag for those of you that might be a twin flame. This is a sign of union, the promise of union. But this is also, oh, and it's the unicorn. It's the unicorn, horse as well. But this is harmony. It's not just a deer. This is like the magic that comes through from the other side. And this is, saying that 2026, you see all those things online about the year being abundant. And this is showing that it's going to be abundant in harmony as well. As we, the wood snake came in this year to help us clear out all the things that no longer serve us in our life. and they happen. So this year is going to be about abundance and, peace, harmony, from within. So really beautiful. And that's like kind of like an elf figure there. So nature being a big part of this as well. So really cool that we got harmony. Wow. That's really blessing. So are there any other questions in the chat? I could keep pulling cards like forever. So Mary Ellen, you're from Alabama. Where is Mingo on here yet? Is Mingo on here yet? I think he must have left. I was just gonna ask where he was from. But if you are here and you'd like a message, put your name in the chat, give a shout out, say hello, and we'll keep pulling some messages, okay? I am gonna pull, let's see. I think I'm gonna pull a card for the New Year's or New Year's Eve. I think I'll pull a card for. So let's see. What deck do I want to use? Oh, I'm going to do angelic activations. So I have this this is a new deck that I just got. Angelic activations. Oh, you're spamming? Oh my gosh. Well, hopefully that's a good thing. You're getting rid of spam, right? So we're gonna pick from the angelic activations and get a card for New Year's Eve. What do we need to know for New Year's Eve? Because it's the eve of the new year. So what is it that we need to know? This is one of my new decks. I just got this. It's by Kyle Gray. Some beautiful messages. Let's see what we got. This is like this is the perfect thing to do on a snowstormy day here. And I have tea in my Be Happy mug. But I should when I'm done, I'm going to make some hot chocolate. If you're going to yeah, you might as well if you're going to have something on this kind of a day. And you're in a warm climate, Mary Ellen, so you probably want to have something cooler, like iced tea maybe, huh? Or coffee. Yeah, isn't it cute? It reminds me, I picked the miracle card today for the love reading. So miracles, bees reminding a reminder of miracles. And I picked the miracle card for today. So really beautiful and answered prayers. So, all right. So if you're here watching, I'll pull you some cards. Oh, and here we go. This is a message for New Year's Eve. Light beings. Oh, wow. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It says light beings, energetic shifts. This is a time of healing and change. Old energies are being released from your world. This isn't a call to discard traditions, but to reflect on what you have learned and how you can grow. You are being called to be open and aware of new information that is being revealed to you, for it is pivotal for the next phase of your journey. Wow. And what you can say with this for New Year's Eve is, I create space for learning anew. Wow. So they're going to be prepared, energetic shifts. They're going to be energetically shifting us on New Year's Eve. And this is to prepare for, the next phase of the journey. So, wow. Activation is, I create space for learning anew. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So, energetic shifts happening on New Year's Eve, light beings around us. Really beautiful. If you have a question, put it in the chat and I'll get you a message. but really beautiful. And you know, the next thing I want to pull for is, so we have New Year's Eve right on the December 31st, and then we have New Year's Day, the 1st, which I pulled a card for the year of the horse. But we have the full moon on January 3rd. So I want to pull a card for the full moon. It's going to be a super moon, and it's called the wolf moon. And they said it symbolizes like a hungry wolf howling. And all I could think of, if you're a twin flame, all I could think of is is the divine masculine, your twin howling, wanting to call you in, wanting to bring you in, wanting to connect with you. That was the kind of the visualization I got, or the vision I got. Um, so yeah, I just had that. And then their spirits reminding me, yeah, that that card was really cool. Spirits reminding me of that song by, I believe it's by Cold or Maroon, I don't know, Coldplay or Maroon 5. It's oh, I'm trying to think of what it's like. Oh, it's something about wild. And then in the song they actually have a wolf go woo, and it just makes me laugh every time because it reminds me of the divine masculine calling, calling each other back. So if you have a message, put it in the chat. Say hello, because I have a special little thanks for hitting that thumbs up in the corner under those three dots. Helps this family grow. I have a little message that for everybody. So put your name in the chat so I can give you a message. And, super cool that Spirit had me do this last night, but I have little penguin messages for everybody. Just a bag of them. So, oh, Big Don. Big Don, hi. So I'm going to pull you a penguin message. And if you'd like me to, if you have a question and you'd like me to pull cards on it, feel free to put it in the chat as well. Nice to have you here. And let me see, what is it, Spirit, that Big Don, what's the message for Big Don today? Got one. And it says, oh, wow, abundance is coming your way. So yeah, this is just a Spirit had me put these messages, random messages on these little penguins last night for everybody that joined the live. So yours that I just pulled out for you is abundance is coming your way. Yeah, wow. What a message, huh? Everybody put hearts in the chat. Yeah. So that could be abundance. Abundance comes in many forms. It comes in love, it comes in material, it comes in spiritual. Um, so yeah. Oh, thank you, Mary Ellen. I was just talking about, thank you so much. Did you look that up or did you know? Animals, yes. Animals. Um, Animals by Maroon 5. I was talking about the full moon is the wolf moon or the cold moon. And they said that, it's a symbolic of the wolf, the hungry wolf howling. And I said, the Spirit is giving me the song by Maroon 5 or Coldplay. And, where they have a wolf in the song howling. And every time I hear that, I start laughing because it reminds me of the divine masculine, the how calling the two of you, calling each other in. Oh my gosh, Mary Ellen, thank you so much. That is the song. It cracks me up every time. Big Don, do you have a question that you would like me to pull cards for? I can do that. And if you don't, I do have links below if you'd like to donate. But yeah, thank you so much, Mary Ellen, for that song. That's great. But yeah, in the song they actually, Maroon 5, he actually goes, oh, woo. How about if I just pull you a card? Big Don, I'll just say, what is your angel message for today? Does that sound okay to you? Get a message from your angels? How about if we do that? Yes, you good with, okay. Okay, let's do that. So I've been pulling out of this deck. It seems like such a good feel to it. This is I call it the superpower deck, the super archangel deck, I call it. It's the Archangel deck by Radley Valentine and Doreen Virtue. So let's get a message. What is the message for Don? Big Don. What is the message for Big Don? What is the message? Okay, wow, we have this is so cool, Don. This is the Six of Raphael, which is the Six of Cups. So this is, when I think of the Six of Cups, you think of someone coming back from the past, someone that has a equal cup of love. You have a cup of love for them, and they have a cup that they're handing to you, a cup full of love that they're handing to you. This is also reminding you to embrace your inner child. This could be a new friend or a rekindled relationship from your childhood or children. So this could be from, any part of your life really. But this is that cup of love being given to you. It could also be, when the card says childhood, it could just be it doesn't have to necessarily be your childhood, from your childhood. It could be just when you were younger, when you were younger in age. Um, because remember, time is different for spirit, it's timeless, time is an illusion. And so it could have just been someone coming back that you knew when you were younger in age. So I hope that helps, Don. It's a beautiful card. Embracing your inner child, giving your inner child giving yourself a hug, and doing something fun to nurture that inner child. So I hope that helped. Happy day to everybody. If you're here and you haven't hit that thumbs up in the corner under the three dots, go for it. I'm going to take a sip of tea. Yes. Oh, I'm glad. So, Don, where are you from? I'm just curious where, I've been asking. I'm in Wisconsin and we're undergoing a snowstorm right now. So, um, we're supposed to get 5 to 7 inches. So, and I was Louis from Houston. Nice. I know a little old lady. She's 94 and she's from Texas. She moved to Wisconsin from Texas, and she's the sweetest thing. And I call her the little old lady from Pasadena. She's not, she's from Corpus Christi, but just a sweet little old lady. She's 94. So, wow. Well, welcome, welcome. And yeah, so I'm sure you guys are having much warmer weather than we're having here. So, but this is, it's actually not very cold today, but lots of snow coming down. I said this is a great thing to do on a snow day. So nice. Well, let's pull. I want to get, I want to pull a card for the new moon coming up. It's going to be a super moon. And I was just saying, yeah, it's warm there. How warm is it? What's the temp? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. I know of a friend of mine is going to be going to Texas in the next couple weeks. She's just going, they're going for a weekend. So Yeah, to visit family. So all right, so um, let's pull a card for the full moon. I think I said new moon. I meant full moon, which is going to be the wolf moon. Let me see. Um, I'm going to use the Sword of Light Oracle deck. And if you're out there in the chat listening, put your name in the if you're out there listening, put your name in the chat so I can pull you a special card from Spirit, a penguin card. So yeah, put your name out there. But I'm going to use this Sword of Light deck, and this is by Radley Valentine as well. Shorts weather, okay. Well, that's okay. That sounds good to me. Far from parka weather. Oh, I looked like a snowman this morning. I went for a walk and I was covered. I was covered in snow. It was coming down in such big flakes. But I really enjoyed it. Yeah, yay for the penguins. All right, so let's see what the message is. What is the message, Archangel Michael and Holy Spirit? What's the message for the full moon coming up on January 3rd? Wow, it's going to be fast. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love this card. Oh, wow. It kind of popped up and out, and I just kind of, I knew it wanted to come out. Um, so for the full moon, it's saying embrace this magical moment. You are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. Wow. And this is a number 11. So this is, and I also see the number 8, which is abundance. We've been getting on this live, we've been getting a lot of messages about abundance and harmony coming in. But wow, this is incredible. So yeah, I'm seeing this. Number 8 for abundance. And then yeah, it says, in order for a miracle to happen, to occur, we have to surrender all of our concerns, all of our worries, like really see ourselves surrendering it to the higher power, and then sending love off to anyone involved, and then letting go of any thoughts, any worries, any, speaking about it, just letting it all go. Um, so Mary Ellen, yeah, so do you shuffle the cards until one comes up or out of the stack? Yes, I do. Normally I shuffle them until a card pops out. And, that one popped out. And some at the end of a reading, there's like a card sticking up like this. And I know Spirit wants me to take it. So I pull that one to put in the pile for the reading as well. So I feel, and there's like this automatic thing that I started doing with my hands where Spirit will have me open the deck to a card, like I just did, and there will be a message there. And this is, your vibration is rising at 43.7. So that's manifestation of more light, more love in your life. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you. You are evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. So if you're going through, and then, if you have a special someone in your life, this is mirrored energy between you and your person. You can see the mirror. It's mirrored energy. Even if you're in separation, it's mirrored energy. Yeah. So yeah, that is something new that has been happening is, Spirit will just, have me open to a card and boom, I know that needs to come too. So, and it just happens like automatically. I don't think about it. It just, it does it kind of like when something comes up on your phone. Like there's times where my hand will just move and it'll open a video, and it's a video Spirit wanted me to see. And so, yeah, so it's 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 called, I can't remember what it's called, but automatic, I don't know, or just media, part of mediumship. But I'm sorry, but I have to go a little bit. Oh, well, yeah, give your grandma a big hug. And I'm so glad that you joined the live. This is wonderful. And yeah, so glad to have you here. And glad to have all of you here. If you have a question, put your question in the chat so I can pull a card for you. I just pulled some, if you want to watch back, I just pulled some cards for um, New Year's Eve. I pulled cards for New Year, the year of the horse. I pulled a card for the new moon or the full moon, so the wolf moon. So it's been pretty positive stuff coming through. So if you have any other question, if you have questions, put them in the chat. Hit that little thumbs up under the three buttons up in the corner. It helps the soul family grow. And let's see, what else do we got? Anybody else out there with a mess or with wanting having a question, or if you want messages coming through from your angels, let me know about that. And I can pull you a card. And let's see. I'm gonna get the dragon deck out. Love, love, love the dragons. And if you ever if you ever um the ways that they sometimes show themselves to me is through the clouds. There's, and today, you that are in warmer climate, you know do some cloud watching and just see. There's so much that you can see in the clouds, so many signs that you get, and they're really, spirit creates them just for you, individual messages. And but I've seen dragons in the clouds when they want me to know that they're around and they're working for us. They'll show me them in the clouds. So I have the dragon deck. It's oracle deck, and it's by Diana Cooper. She's still out there going strong, and really putting out her positive messages as well. So let's see what we got for today from the dragons. I'm just curious what the dragons want to say. But if you're watching and you're in the you're out there watching, put a message in the chat and let me know that you'd like a message, and we'll get you a message. Okay, so what are the messages? Any messages for today for everyone viewing this live? What are the messages from the dragons? There's one, and there's one sticking up here, so I'm going to grab that one. Any more, Spirit? Nope, that's it. So at the bottom of the deck, we have Alpha Dragon. This is harnessing the divine masculine power of creation. Yeah, this is, he's holding, the dragon is holding a golden feather, which symbolizes gifts from God. The feathers, if you find feathers, they're a symbol of, just that God is present with you, and, a symbol of a gift from the universe, from God, the higher power. But this is harnessing, creating energies. This dragon, Alpha Dragon, destroys the old, and it says visualize your dream. So in creation, in manifesting, we visualize in our mind's eye, and then we say an affirmation such as, I'm grateful, and I'm grateful and joyous for the abundance of, my my new car, and visualizing it, feeling what it feels like to have that, and helping to manifest a new world as well. So this could be putting energy out there, um, through meditation, sending energy out, positive energy out into the world, to create new things in the world. And I feel like 2026 is really going to be about, um, it's not going to be about the me, it's going to be about the we and oneness. Oneness is that we're all connected. And, when we say something about someone else, it's you're saying it about yourself. If you're being judgmental towards someone, you're being judgmental towards yourself. And that's why we should never take anything personally from someone else, because they're really actually, it's how they feel about themselves. And so, this is, but I feel like we're going from the me, the one, to the we, the universal, the oneness energy of, really, watching out for other people, doing acts of kindness for other people, showing the connectedness, through things like this. And, I'm trying to think of examples, that, I mean, I'll give you a quick, quick example in my own life. It's so funny because, there's always signs and messages around us. And there were packages, I was telling you about the little old lady from Pasadena. There were packages, 51:51 on the clock. There were packages. Her son had ordered her groceries and they were delivered to, like 4 doors down in her neighborhood. And she's a frail, individual, can't get them herself. And it was super icy. And I said, I'll go get them for you. I'll go get them. I'll pick them up. We'll bring them into your house. And she was so grateful, but she, was just like, I'll have my son let them know that they delivered them to the wrong door. So just doing, instead of thinking about me, thinking about we, and how can we help in simple ways like that, starting out the new year, um, starting now, knowing that we're all connected. And the funny thing is, um, I had packages delivered here at this house, um, that were my next door neighbors. And so I took them over to her. And, it's also a heads up. I feel that there's things coming for me in my life. And so I took them over to her and I said, you got to let them know that they've been delivering to the wrong place. And so she was going to let them know, but it just, yeah, focusing on simple things, starting out with simple things like that. How can we give a helping hand? And it's really giving love and giving attention to, someone that really needs it, at the time. So, if you're watching and you have a message that you'd like to put in the chat, I can pull some cards for you. But we have, so the Alpha Dragon on the bottom, visualize your dream. And then we have the other two cards. I forgot I had other cards that came out. Earth and Fire Dragon. This is, it's time for service. Oh, awesome. Awesome. It's time for service. When you give, you receive. Oh my God. And this is exactly what I was talking about. Um, that, this energy, this new energy is about giving, giving, and when you give, you receive. And that's exactly the example I was talking about, giving and receiving. And especially for, someone that really needs it at the time. So that just backs up the overall energy of creating the life that you want by giving and then receiving in other ways from other people. But then we have the Silver Dragon. This illuminates your potential with higher light. So access untapped resources and look into your soul, see higher possibilities. So this is the illumination or the expanding of of your energy with light. And this is, looking within, spending time just silencing your mind and listening to spirit, because that's where we see higher possibilities for ourselves and higher purpose for ourselves than maybe what we're currently doing. So this silver dragon is bringing in that energy for us right now. And I know I said for the new year for this, but it's right now that, this starts the focusing on the oneness rather than the me. It's focusing on oneness and our connectedness to the whole. 55555 on the clock. Huge change coming in with this energy. So it's time for service. When you give, you receive. So, and that's really, what a light worker's role is service. And so, you may be doing service in some way that suits you right now, but pay attention to your guidance, because you may be guided in a new direction that even expands your light further to others. So I hope that helps. Wow, that was like quite the message. That was pretty cool. So, and if you have, thanks for hitting that thumbs up. Beautiful. Thank you so much for hitting that thumbs up under the three dots. And if you're in the live watching, I love that the 555 came out then too when I was doing that read, because that was just validation that there's change coming, from the shifting from the me energy to the we, the oneness energy, where we're all connected. And so when something comes up, it's treating it like that. So let's see. Yeah, so any other questions or messages out there that anyone has that's watching? Get one in the chat. And let's see. Any other questions out there? I do have one of my favorite decks here, Sacred Traveler by Denise Lynn. I would like to pull a card from that too. Anybody else out there that wants a message? You can put your question in the chat. If you just got here, you can put your question name in the chat. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thanks to everyone that's been here. It's been great. This has been so much fun. I haven't done a live since. Oh, oh, thank you so much, Don. I'm enjoying everybody, you being here and everybody. This is so wonderful. I haven't done a live since June, so it's been like 6 months. So I've been working on my own healing, and it's paid off. It's been a lot of time, a lot of going within, and it's really paid off. So I'm like a testament to, the when you do the work, it really is shifting perspectives and shifting. When you shift from the inside, it shifts everything else around you as well. So let's see. Anybody here that would like a question answered? Okay. Well, I have the Secret Traveler Oracle cards, and I'm just gonna see what they want to say about what is important. What's the important focus for this new year? What is the important focus for this new year? Let's see what they say. Okay. So, Holy Spirit, angels and guides, what is the important focus for this new year What is the important focus for this new year? And if you have a question, you can put it in the chat. I'm answering, even if you just want an angel message, you can just put it in the chat and say hello. And I have an extra message for everyone as well. So, what is the focus for this new year? Wow. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. Wow. So I'm going to use the bottom card and the one that flew out. So the overall message is crossing bridges. This is, the new year is going to be a continued time for healing, connecting, that oneness, mending, and releasing. So, crossing bridges. And to me, crossing bridges means, having that time, spending that time connecting with the other side, connecting, calling in the angels, the archangels, the ascended masters like Jesus, um, the light, the keepers of the light. I have a deck, keepers of the light. So it's connecting with, the other side, so that you can, you know, heal, mend, release more easily. And you can see that, they're surrounded by light. The universe is protecting and carrying the light. Beautiful, beautiful message. So, overall focus is connecting and healing, mending for, a focus right now. And then we have the wondrous universe, walk in beauty. So this is, I love this because this is like the wizard card, if there ever was a card. This is like the wizard card, and this is the wizard, connecting, using the manifestation powers of creation to manifest what you desire. And, he's wearing the cloak of the blue of Archangel Michael, the truth, and tapping into becoming that divine energy, to tap into the universal creation energy, which is all this, the same. But this is walk in beauty. So this is walk in the light, let your light shine, no matter where you are, what you're doing. Share your truth, share, your light with other people, because it's going to help them as well. But this is also you connecting with the universe, to manifest your desires, the things that you need. And the universe is got your back. You see how he's facing forward and the universe is behind him. The universe has your back. Walk in beauty. So, really beautiful messages. Wow. Wow. So, if you're here, you just got here, hit that like and thumbs up in the, in the corner, and, put your name in the chat and give a question, and I will be glad to answer that question for you. So, are there any other wonderings out there? Anything else that people are wondering about? I pulled cards. You can watch back. I pulled cards for the New Year's Eve, for the new year, and for the focus, the general focus right now. And I pulled cards for the full moon, the wolf moon. Um, and if you listen to, there's a song by Maroon 5 called Animals, and it reminded me, Spirit connected it to the full moon, the wolf moon, because in that song they have someone howling. They have Maroon 5 singer, I forget his name, he howls like a wolf, and it cracks me up because the full moon is, symbolic of a hungry wolf hollow I can't say it, howling like a wolf. And, it's symbolic for twin flames of, your person calling you in, wanting to come, wanting to come toward you. Also, that telepathy, that intuition, coming stronger online. So, if you have a question, put it in the chat, and I'd be glad to answer that for you. Um, yeah, if you have any questions, go right ahead and put it in there, and we'll get some cards for you. I gotta take a sip of my tea or my be happy mug I showed earlier. Miracles coming in. Wow. Well, I'm so glad that I was able to do this today. Spirit guided me to do it on the weekend. And today is actually the perfect day because we're getting a snowstorm. And I was a little worried about the internet, but the internet has been great the whole time. So I'm so, so excited that, I haven't had any problems. Thank you, Spirit. um, so if you have a question, put it in the chat and I will get a message for you. Even if you just want a message from your angels, we can do that as well. And if you just got here, hit that like, hit that thumbs up in the corner under the dots. It helps grow this soul family. So let me see. I would like to, and if you're here, put your name in the chat because I have an extra special message for you. Spirit had me write out some messages last night, these little penguin messages. And for everybody that came on live, so I've been pulling a little extra special message for everybody. But I want to get a gratitude message for everyone. And, I'm going to use, I am going to use the Gratitude Oracle deck. This is a beautiful deck. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to get just a gratitude message. We'll see what comes out. So let's see what we got here. When I opened the deck, it was on patience. So some of you, may be guided to be patient. I also saw tools. So using tools to help you on your journey. Could be music to raise your vibration. Could be crystals to meditate with crystals. Could be breath work, just breathing 3 breaths in and out. So breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay, and those are to connect you to your spiritual self, your higher self. 3 usually does the trick, and it's a very healing thing to work on is your breath work, especially if you're feeling a little bit stressed. Yeah, if you're feeling a little bit stressed, that and grounding yourself, going out in nature. And in the front yard here, there's a huge tall pine tree, and then there's another tree, I think it's a maple tree, next, just over from that. And I always will go out there and ground if I need to ground myself. It takes us out of our heads and into our bodies, so that so that we don't we don't spend the day in our heads, so that it's pulling the energy down. It's getting us out of our minds, our active minds, into our body, so we can sense and things around us more easily. So okay, so I wanted to get a gratitude message for everyone using the Gratitude Oracle. So what is the gratitude message? I think I got one here. I got a live one. Okay. Okay, this is repose. So 43, and it is a 7 if you add those 2 numbers, which 7 is about manifestations. We've gotten that message a lot today too. If you'd like a message, you can put your name in the chat, and I will grab you a message. I want to see okay, so the affirmation that goes with this card, repose. Isn't that beautiful, peaceful? I willingly prioritize my need for quality sleep. I am graceful for the opportunity to be more rested and refreshed. Wow. So I feel like what this is saying is, sleep is a necessity. It's like food and water. When you have good sleep, your emotions are going to be calmer, your physical wellness is going to be better, and your mental clarity is going to, and focus is going to be better. So, this is, and your gratitude is going to be online. You're really going to be more aware of the things that you're grateful for when you have that necessary sleep. So, beautiful message. So that's for, whoever's watching this live, and whoever's coming to rewatch it. Those are messages. All these are messages for all of you guys. So I hope that helped. Um, let's see. Oh my gosh, I just had 5 1s on the clock. 11111. 5 1s is major new beginnings, major leadership energy. So, wow. If you're here watching, hit that thumbs up in the corner under the 3 little dots and put a message in the chat. I have a special message for you from Spirit that I did, these little cards that I did last night. And yeah, if you would like a message from your angels, put that in and I will pull you some cards. Okay. This has been great having this live, and like I said, I'm so grateful for each and every one of you that are here watching, and I'm grateful for the internet, not bugging out. This has been awesome. Thank you, Spirit, for smooth sailing, no bumps, no nothing in the internet. So, and we're in the middle of this snowstorm. So, when I get off of here, I'm going to have a hot chocolate. And if you're watching and you'd like to donate, I have the links below in the description. And yeah, put any messages in. If you'd like a message, I can pull you some cards. This has been a great fun for me. I hope to be doing these a little bit more often, to connect with all of you. It's fun for me to be able to have, feedback from you guys. I do a lot of daily readings, a lot of shorts, short, quick readings, and it's fun for me to connect with you, and to have the chat going. This has been so, so awesome. And, I got to explore. I don't know what those little crowns mean, but I have a lot of them in the chat. I don't know what that means, but I like it. I like seeing it. Um, yeah, so, oh, thanks for being here. It's wonderful. Yes. So, yeah, if there's anybody out there watching and you have a message, throw it in the chat and I'll pull some cards for you, and you'll get an extra special message from, you know, I was going to tell you with music. Music is a wonderful way to, raise up your spirit and, raise your vibration. Yesterday is, I know Christmas is over, but it's the holiday season. It's the holiday season. Do, 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 do. Um, and I had in my head all day, I had Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. I was just singing that all day. And that song just reminds me, it raises my vibration. And I was singing other Christmas carols too, but it just, it I had some cleaning to do and some other things. And I thought, well, I might as well make them fun. And, it was just a good way of raising the vibration. And it's also helping create, in a sense, showing gratitude and raising your vibration for, for the things around you, keeping your energy light is really what I want to say. So, if there's any messages you would like me to pull cards, if you have a message you would like, if you want a message from your angels, we can do that. Just put your message in the chat. And make sure you watch this back because I do have a lot of card pulls for everyone, um, during this live. So important to say that as well. But I hope to be doing more of these. That would be super great. This has been the first one I've done in 6 months. But I hope to be doing more. Even, maybe spirit, possibly is guiding me to do some of my regular readings live. So that would be quite fun because I would have people in the chat as well. So that would be very, very fun. Um, so let's see. Let's see. What else do we need to know? You know what? I'm seeing the Jesus deck is like um sticking out at me right now. And I pulled a card during my love read today from this deck, and I just love it. Thank you, Liz Harrison. She gifted it to me. She has the channel Guided by Angels, a really beautiful channel. Check it out if you ever get a chance. She's been a really big inspiration in my life. So yeah, let's do a message from this Jesus deck. This is really beautiful. So one more shuffle. I'm in the habit of always doing 3 shuffles at least. So it's one thing, I never get sick of shuffling. Okay, so what is the message today for everybody that views this video? What is the message? Ooh, and I got 2. I got one sticking out of the top and one in my other hand. Wow. Okay. Peace I leave you with. My peace I give you unto you. My peace I give unto you. So I'm going to say that again. Peace I leave you with. My peace I give unto you. So this is, I feel this is Jesus saying, choose peace. Choose peace in your day to day. When you come to me, it's choosing peace. And you can say that I am choosing peace today, as an affirmation, but it's choosing peace in, every encounter, every challenge, every day, saying I am choosing peace today and not letting anyone take that away. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. So that peace is there for each and every one of us, that no one's too special or not special enough to access this peace. It's simply connecting with the quiet of Jesus, and you can call him in saying, Jesus, 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 3 times. I was always taught that it brings him in, that he's with us and his peace is there for each and every one of us. And then I have the other one that came out at the top of the deck is according to your faith, be it unto you. And, I love this because, Jesus he's roasting a fish. Fish symbolize abundance, but he's roasting a fish, cooking a fish over the fire. To me, this shows the simplicity of Jesus, the simplicity that we, having the simplistic things in our life. Um, it is creating a peace for ourselves. When we simplify things, it creates It expands our energy into love, into peace. And this is according to your faith, be it unto you. So, there's that saying, all it takes is um, faith as small as a mustard seed. All it takes is a teeny tiny bit of faith, to really flourish, to really grab onto that peace, that abundance of God, of Jesus. And, I know in my life, it's my faith that has gotten me through the tough times. And I know you guys may look at me and say, oh, you don't look like you've been through anything. I have been through a whole lot, a whole lot of loss, a whole lot of everything, a whole lot of healing. Still got, healing to do, but I'm feeling really good and really connected to faith. But faith has gotten me through. Having that faith in a higher power has gotten me through the tough times, the challenging times. I can remember, I'll give you an example. I like to tell stories too on my channel, so I hope you don't get sick of them. But um, so I had a dog, a little dog, for like 13 and a half years, and I was on my own for a lot of those years. And I remember I took him into the vet, and I knew that it was Sammy's time. I had gotten messages. I remember driving into the veterinarian clinic, and on the radio comes the song "Take Me Home, Country Roads" by John Denver. And I knew, and Sammy was just sitting on the passenger seat in just complete peace. He was in a lot of pain, but he was at complete peace. And he knew that it was his time, and I knew. So I walk in, and the vet says to me, Laurel, what are you going to do? What are you going to do without him? Because he knew how he was such a big part of my life and brought so much joy in. And I said, my faith is going to get me through. My faith. And that's what did it. That's what did it. Um, the hard times, it's been faith in a higher power, that there's a bigger picture for all of us. So, wow, that really, it really gets me in the heart, but it's, those times we all go through. And it's been the blessings. You see the blessings after the fact. You see the blessings in why you had to go through, why well, the why, but why, the lessons in it. And it turns out that I was so blessed to have him for 13 and a half years, as my companion, as my unconditional love. um, but there's always a bigger plan, and there's always that animal or that person there that teaches us as we go along this journey. So, beautiful message. According to your faith, be it unto you. So all it takes is a small size of a mustard seed of faith to, connect with the divine, to, see things differently, and to help you through challenging times. So I hope that helped. I know, wow, that was like, whew, talking about that again. It just, it brings up the the blessings of how lucky I was, um, to have a sweet, joyful little dog that I had for so long. And, a lot of you, yeah, a lot of you, and I've lost loved ones, like a lot of, you out there may have had losses. And it's been the faith. It's been looking at it differently, that looking at the blessings. I wrote a song years ago. I wrote a song, and it's called, um, I don't remember the title. I have it packed. I have it packed up. But it was one of the lines in the song was, take the joyful times and leave the rest behind. And so when you go through that kind of, when you go through losses on this journey, like we all do, um, I feel like we have small deaths throughout every day, that we have to let go of. But when we go through those, it's remembering to take the joyful times and leave the rest behind, leave all the other stuff behind. There's no blaming, there's no shaming, there's no, it's taking the joyful times and memories and leaving the rest behind. So thank you, Don. I appreciate you too. I really do. I thank you so much for coming on this live. And this has just been really wonderful for me. Like I said, I like to have the interaction of the chat as well. So you never know, I might be doing more lives. We'll see. I try to go by what I'm guided to do. And, like I said, they guided me. I really wanted to do a live on Christmas, but I was guided to rest and really come on for the weekend. So, and this is a perfect day. So, yeah. Um, but if you're watching and you have a question, throw it in the chat and I'll pull you some cards. Or if you just want a message from your angels or your special person, um, throw that in the chat. And, I'll pull some cards for you. I'm just going to stay on, I think, a little bit longer, and then I'm going to go off. And, I'll look forward to doing another one of these lives again in the future. Maybe it'll be on New Year's Eve. I don't know. That's a good possibility. I think I did one last year on New Year's Eve and it was a lot of fun. So, so if you just got here, you can throw a message in the chat. But yeah, it's been beautiful to spend this time with you guys. Yeah, soon. I will do another one soon. I'll tell that. I'll say, Spirit, when is, soon enough. So, yeah. All right. Well, I am going to, let's see. I'm just trying to think about, oh, I know I'm going to use one of, I've been having fun pulling cards today for you guys. um, so I'm going to use, I was just looking at the regular time. It's 2:27. I am going to use the Romantic Love Oracle and Affirmations deck, and I'm going to pull some affirmations for you guys because I've been talking about them during this live, and it's always nice to have some to focus on. So so today's Sunday, we'll say for the week, what are the affirmations that you need to focus on for this week? This coming up week, we have New Year's Eve, we have the full moon coming in on the 3rd. So I believe is that Sunday? I think that's Sunday. The first would be Friday. Or no, the first is Thursday. Second, yes, it would be Saturday. Okay, so what are the affirmations that you need to know for this week to help you through the week? What are the affirmations, Holy Spirit, angels? What are the affirmations for this week? What are the affirmations for this week? And I got one more coming out. So if you want to write these down, or if you just have a photogenic memory, that might help too. But these are for the upcoming week. So it says, be good to yourself. I treat myself with love and care. So the affirmation you're going to say is, I treat myself with love and care. And this is great to say this when you wake up in the morning or when you're getting ready in the morning, looking yourself in the mirror and saying, I treat myself with love and care. Just saying that is a beautiful way to start your morning. And it just it raises your vibration. And then we have angels are all around you. Yeah, remember the card, one of the cards I pulled from the Sacred Traveler deck. He's crossing the bridge and he's got the gold around him. They said the universe has your back. Angels are all around you. And the affirmation is, I am loved and safe. I am loved and safe. Beautiful. And these are, like I said, these are for the coming week. So you can say these when you get up in the morning, look in the mirror, and it's even in your car mirror, you know, if it doesn't cause an accident, you can look at yourself in the car mirror and just say this affirmation, say these affirmations. Blessings are on the way. I am blessed. Wow. Blessings are on the way. I am blessed. So you can say, I am blessed. I am loved and safe. I treat myself with love and care. Wow. And then this one, you are on the right path. So if you doubted that, this is a sign you're on the right path. And your affirmation, I am on the right path. All is well. I am on the right path. All is well. Yes, I am blessed. Yep. So blessed. I am blessed. So beautiful. I am on the right path. I am on the right path. I am safe. I am loved and safe. I treat myself with love and care. I am blessed and I am on the right path. Wow, and the bottom of the deck is listen to your intuition. I trust myself. So there's a big message. This is the overall message, the overall affirmation. Listen to your intuition. I trust myself. Wow, that's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I think that I'm going to, if, is there anybody else out there that would like a message? If not, I think I'm going to call it a day. So if you have a message, put it in the chat and I'll pull some cards for you. Otherwise, I think I'm going to call it a day. And I just want to say I am so grateful for each and every one of you. This has been such a pleasure and such a so much fun for me. So I hope that you have a lovely, magical week. And yes, I am blessed. You are blessed. We're all blessed to be on this journey, to be here at this time on the earth. So, any other messages? Last call. And then I think I'm going to get off. But yeah, hopefully I'll be live again soon. And, you know, we will have another chance to chat and, you know, look for the blessings, look for the beauty in our lives. And, you know, beautiful, beautiful 333 on the clock, birth, death, and rebirth. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week, a magical week. Today, I pulled answered prayers in the miracle card for my love read. So if you haven't had a chance to look at it, check it out. Beautiful, beautiful, powerful read today. So I'm wishing you all so much love, so many blessings, and thank you so much again for being here and hitting that like and thumbs up. I will see you soon. Namaste.